Okay, today we're going to talk about making your own paper pots for transplanting. Um, we find it fun, and it's also an important part of trash gardening, where you use trash instead of going out and buying new stuff. And it eliminates plastic. And the plants do really well in these. We've done it for a few years now, and they root right through it, so there's no transplant shock. You just plant the pot and all. And so we're going to show you how we do it. And there are other ways. Over time, we've found this to be the easiest way for us. Basically, you start with newspaper. You have to decide the size of pot you want. And to make it, you're going to have to search around for a cylinder of some kind that fits that size, and then you have to find a second cylinder that fits inside the first cylinder. And this is just a number, I don't know, 303 can. I'm not sure what size it is, but it's a common can that you buy vegetables in at the grocery store. And then this is a soda can, and they just happen to fit uh, snugly inside one another. And then you cut both ends out of the bigger can. Then, once you've decided the can size and you've decided the depth you want your pot to be, you need to cut newspaper that's a couple inches wider than the height of your pot. And then you just simply put your can on the paper, roll it up, bend this over, use the second can, pull out the first one, and you have a pot. And then it seems like it won't hold together, but we've never had a problem with that at all. Uh, Once they get soil in, they tend to be pretty strong. And fill it up with your potting mix. And that's it. So there's no need to fasten this. You want to get at least two and preferably about three layers when you're after you're done rolling it up. We've tried it with one, and it just doesn't hold up well enough. But two seems to work, unless you've got a really long-term crop.
Yeah, and you think, oh, it's paper, they're just going to disintegrate and fall apart. Um, but that's not really the case. And then when it comes time to plant it, you can just direct plant it in the paper pot if that's what you care to do. Correct?
Yeah,
Correct?
well, they do just disintegrate, but not until it's buried in the ground.
Yeah.
So so they really work quite well. Um, and like I say, it's kind of fun. We also recycle these old aluminum things that you
Little
get,
baking trays.
baking trays. We're trying to get away from plastic as much as we can. And the aluminum baking trays hold up forever. They get all bent out of shape, but they bend right back into shape just about as easily. So it's just not a big deal. We did punch some holes in it so that there's drainage. Um, but then if you're doing this in a house or someplace that needs to keep dry, you may not want to do this, but you have to be very careful not to overwater if you don't have drainage holes.
Then let's show them over here. So here's some little
This is
ones.
a smaller pot. This is for things that there's some things that I think are better to not use a great big transplant. We've done trials before planting a 1 gallon tomato, a great big tomato plant next to a small one. And usually you get one or two tomatoes earlier off the great big one. But both plants tend to really start bearing about the same time. So, you know, it's up to you. But we have found, I just don't think it's worth it to grow a great big plant.
And show them. So we do use some plastic for making tags with grease pens because they last. And what we did in this particular case is we cut up an old milk carton and then we just wrote on it with the grease pen so we know what, ideally we know what we've planted and in which spots. And we go um, left to right, back to front, as far as, so if this tag is here, it means this to this are those seeds, and then it becomes new right there. And that's our system for trying to keep track of what it is we've done.
Now, just to show you how we did the smaller one,
Yeah.
I went poking around in the boneyard at the nursery and just found two pieces of pipe that fit inside one another. So, uh, like I say, you may have to hunt for a little while, but you can usually find uh, a couple of cylinders that'll work, and it's fun to make your own pots. Well, fun for us anyway.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay,
fun.
then once you got it full of soil, these are the tomato seeds that we showed you how we harvested last fall. Um, this was harvested in 24, and this in 25. These still should be good in 24, so we'll use these up first. But you know, I mean, I think everyone pretty much knows the drill. I usually put 2 or 3 seeds in and then just pull out and throw away the extras because, like I say, we grow our own seeds, so it's not like.
And you mean extras by
Oops, this is Berkeley tie-dye heart.
if
Oh,
you
that's okay.
plant 3 seeds and they all 3 sprout nicely, he can throw away the extras. But we do 3 so there's a redundancy. So if 1 seed or 2 seeds don't germinate, then hopefully the third time is the charm.
Yeah, I usually plant more than I really should probably, but no harm done.
I don't think you've ever planted too many tomatoes.
Okay, so I usually on a tomato seed you don't want it terribly deep, so I just pick a couple out, put them on top, push down, and then pull a little soil over the top. But this actually isn't the variety I thought it was. We just want 2 of these. Well, let's do 3 of them. This tomato actually is very good. This is pink Berkeley tie-dye heart. So it's similar to Berkeley tie-dye, but it's heart-shaped, so it has a little less juice and more meat to it. But the flavor is really outstanding.
Yeah, I love both varieties. They're really good.
Okay, then we just put the labels in. These labels were made from milk cartons. I think Jay already said that. And
We write the date and then the variety. And whenever we forget to write the date, we end up regretting it immensely. So I would definitely suggest writing the date because then you know if it's taking, when it should have been germinating or if it should have been sprouted or what have you.
once you plant them, you do want to water them in. And again, I like to water them in outside, let it drain a little while, and then move it in so I don't get water. This is our grow lights over here. That's inside the house, and so we just grow our plants in the living room.
Yeah, it's just in our living room.
So let's just sit here and
Yep.
water these in.
And we
Okay, so today is March the 24th, I think. Um, Why don't you put the bonsais in the video, Jay, just so we
Okay.
know what they looked like
Oh,
on the
it's on March
24th of
24th.
March, and we can compare it from year to year. Okay, well, I hope some of you try this paper pot thing. I don't know why I get such a kick out of it, but I really do enjoy making my own pots, and they're cheap and recycled and
Yeah, and you don't have
organic,
to go to
and
the garden center and spend money and get these plastic
yeah,
pots.
yeah. So uh, I hope you have good luck with that.
Say bye.
Bye.